Yo, what's up, man? I'm Ian. Welcome back to Resident Evil. It's taken us all game to enter the area known as the altar. And we've done everything else in the game that we can, at least to my knowledge. And last time we uncovered that there is a traitor. A double crosser. And my guess is that it's Wesker. Because Wesker's on some bullshit, as seen in Resident Evil 5. So I'm assuming... I mean, just look at this place. We're definitely heading towards something... Something. Yo, watch where you're pointing that thing, bro.
You're a bit of a mess up. Chris, take a piece of the action.
You got this. Shoot. What? No way, dude. Wesker just got fucking knocked off the edge. No way, dude. What? A message has been carved into the sarcophagus. When the curse of the chains has been broken, the path of truth will appear. Okay, I can't go around this side. That's neat. Bait the ugly bitch into attacking. And I don't have anything. Oh, I didn't put my... Fucking Wesker and then knocked off. What a bum. Clearly this was before he had his powers. Chris? Oh shit, it can jump. That's scary. Defeat Lisa Trevor. Corey Trevor? Inside the coffin is a skeleton. Wait, there's something else. Family picture. A letter. To my Lisa, day by day, I feel my consciousness drifting further away. The shots given to me by men in white clothes made some of Mommy's itching go away. Today, they gave me another shot, saying it was nutrition. When they give me the shots, Mommies can think straight, but Mommy's shocked and sad because Mommy's unable to think of you all the time. Mommy's afraid of forgetting everything, especially the memories of you and Daddy. What your faces look like, how we used to be together. They're all starting to disappear into somewhere dark in my mind. Oh, Lisa, how I wish I could touch your face and hold you in my arms right now so that I can hold on to our wonderful memories of you and Daddy. Lisa, we can't stay here any longer. We have to escape. Listen to me, Lisa. Our chance to escape is the next time when we go to the lab together. We'll both pretend that we are both unconscious. And when that man in white clothes is off guard, that will be our chance. When we're on the outside, let's look for Daddy together, okay? Sweetie, be strong, Lisa. November 13, 1967, Lisa Trevor. That woman needed to go back to school because the grammar on that was absolutely atrocious. Embarrassing, actually. A full-grown woman wrote that? My God. Like, we both can both go to... Dude, what? Ah. So here we are. The final rotunda. A circular... Ah. Ah. Okay. Oh, I see, I see. Welp. We know now what to do with the, emblems that we acquired already. Okay. Alright, yep. Alright. And then in there, looks like scientifically, technologically advanced. We'll probably need the MO disc, the modus operandi disc, I don't know, that we found somewhere. Dude, I think it'd be hilarious if Wesker was dead. Was that scripted? Was he supposed to fall like that? Like, dude. I don't know why, that's just so funny. Like, here's one of my biggest critiques about this game is that there's like no story. There's hardly any story, and like, well, there's like hardly any story, but how are characters other than us getting around? How is Wesker getting around? How is Jill? Where is Jill anyway? Right? Or Rebecca? Are there just copies of every single essential item that we've gotten? You know? How is everybody getting everywhere? We've had to fight giant snakes, giant spiders, a million fucking zombies and lizard men and little snakes and little spiders and all kinds of messed up crap. But they just happen to show up in key locations. It's a weak point in the writing, in my opinion. And I'm gonna stick to it, you know. I still feel like there's not really much story to this game. You can piece together some from like lore pages and things like that here and there. But it took us like over halfway into the game, if not 2/3 or 3/4 into the game, to just learn that the reason why we're here is because we got lured here. Eagle-shaped depression. Boom. Right? Oswald Spencer lured us here to test the BOWs that were created here. And that's why we're here. But outside of that, there's really no story. Okay, so that opened up. But what about this over here? Large iron door and it won't open. It won't budge. Alright. The sign I can read. Will not open unless in first class emergency. Whatever that means. Wait, we're going down? I thought we were going up. Okay, that was weird. Alright. Yeah. Let's do that. Let us also save. Sure, do that. I think our Magnum is enough to get the job done against whatever we're gonna fight. Can I interact with the, thank you. Lab entrance. I think we're gonna need the disc in here. Let's grab the disc. I hope there's a good boss. Kerosene? Uh-huh. Radiation hazard? That's good. There's a regular zombie? Well, I don't want to use my Magnum on regular zombies. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clear out these regular zombies. And we're gonna burn the bodies. I think it's giving us that. Where are you? You know what? Let's put that in there. I think it's giving us more kerosene for a reason. You know? Let's clear out these zombies with the regular pistol. Let them come to us. Nice. Critical hit. Juicy. I don't think we need to burn the corpse. Yeah. Yeah, you thought, huh? Get up, fool. Yeah. Okay, he's done. Shut up. Burn that asshole. I mean, we popped his head. I don't think it's necessary to burn their bodies because we read something earlier that was like the only two ways to stop the bodies from reanimating 100% was another disc. Okay, so we have two now. But the only way to permanently get rid of the zombies was either to pop their heads or burn the body. But it doesn't hurt to be sure, I guess. Oh. Okay, that guy's gonna blow up. There he goes. What is this fucking place, man? There's this locked. Symbol resembling a power area? Power area? What is that? A power area. I didn't even see that. Just interacted with it. And okay, I didn't see that either. But tiny eggs cling to the sides. Great. Yeah, that's what you want to see. Jesus. Tanky. Oh, we're back over here. Okay. Can't get in there. Okay, we can get in here though. A freaking medkit right there. We gotta find where to use these discs. Discs. What? X-ray? Clark David. Researcher's letter. Dearest Ada. June 8th, 1998. My dearest Ada, by the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came out today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I am teetering on the edge of reason just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass. But if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I have set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password. You will need another password to release the lock of the door in basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I've coded that password into an X-ray picture. A Rontgenogram. 3.5 Rontgen? Not great, not terrible. I know you, and I'm sure you'll be able to work it out without any trouble. There's just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state. But if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. John Resident Evil. John, Ada. You can't carry any more items. A memo on the message board carries your attention. There's something scrawled in the notepad. To use the electronic door, place the initials in the correct order. Of the organs? ELLSS? Elpis? Okay. Welp. Alright. We got too much crap. Well. Let's keep exploring and purging zombies. It's locked. Ah, what's this? Levers for releasing door lock. Now if you can just release the door, locks on the doors. Okay. Alright. One more door over here that we didn't go into. Oh wait, no, we couldn't, right? Oh. Weird doors like we're in a submarine or something. Magnum ammo? Okay. Biohazard. V-Act. Researchers note. There's no evidence that when the heart host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms, reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature we call the V-Ax. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already, 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. That specific and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. Oh, I don't know what the fucking login is. Yeah, I know. Can I exit? Escape. It just said that the password was John Ada. The cadavers are frozen. No, what is that? No, I don't care. Okay. There's items all over the place that we need to grab. Did we already encounter a Crimson Head in the cemetery? We couldn't go into these doors. We can't go into those doors. We gotta figure out whatever this is. And then we'll figure out what the password is by figuring out the puzzle, I believe. There's more areas up here that we can explore as well. Or at least over here. Uh-oh. Okie. Okie dokie. Let us return. And put stuff away. Screw it, put that away. And put the other stuff away. Yes, we'll put everything away. Not everything, but... There's 3 herbs, magnum bullets, x-rays, 2 first aid things. Grab these items. Okay. Went ahead and grabbed those herbs and ferried them back to the box. We gotta go back to the morgue anyway, so let's not even bother to go there yet. So let's go to the left, or our left, over here. And then in here, back into the lab, whatever you want to call this. Okay. Take the x-ray. Gale Holland. To use the electronic door, place the initials in the alphabetical order. Alright, bet. Alex Bechet. Ed Fisher. Clark David. Alright. You got A.B. Clark David. Gail Holland. And who was the last one? Ed Fisher. Oops, I put ED for some reason. Ed Fisher. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? They're already kind of in order. Ed Fisher. So next goes Clark. To this one. Part of it is glowing red. Uh-huh. A.B. anus. I'm studying anatomy and physiology, so that's the anus. The esophagus. No. Liver. Lungs. How is this not correct? Must be by last name then, huh? But even so, it should still be in order here. Or no? Well, yeah, Fisher. Not what I wanted to look at. A, B, C, D, G, H, E. Oh. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. Alright. What? I didn't want you to fucking do that. GH. Yes. No, dude. Can you interact with the one on the end? What is it switching here? Oh my god. What am I missing? To use the door, place the initials in alphabetical order. We did. AB. Oh my god. Why is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Those are in alphabetical order. Should it not be correct now? Do the organs have any kind of significance? Great. Raccoon herb. Great. Cool. That's excellent. Well, let's go check the electronic door. Those should be in alphabetical order. I don't get it. No point in going in there because we don't have the password or whatever the fuck. We don't have the username. Right? Weren't we missing the, my name and your name as password. You'll need another one to release the lock of the door in basement level 2. But we don't know the username. Using my name and yours as the password. Only the second and fourth one are switchable. There's no change. So it's not glowing red anymore. Or it could be the rectum. Rel? Rectum, esophagus. Liver. Lung. What did we switch with this one? See, now it's not glowing anymore. So it must be this. I'm at a loss. John, Ada. And we already tried going to the door and it was locked still. It just says alphabetical order, bro. Oh, I was trying to say that's the colon. Oh, okay. Colon, esophagus, liver, lung. Cell? The first letter of each one. Count something of something. The initials in alphabetical order. Cell. Could that be the username? Let's try it. Good. Grenade. Alright. Wasn't there another first aid kit in here? Something else in here. J O H N A D A. I don't get it. I'm too dumb. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm too stupid, man. I don't get it. I don't know why I'm gonna go check the freaking door. We already tried that. Ugh. I think I might be overthinking it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we have it in the right order because it's glowing red. And when we switch it, there's only two that you can switch. And when you switch it, it's no longer red. So that doesn't make any sense. And it's also no longer in alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, colon, esophagus, liver, lung. First letter of those spells out cell. C-E-L-L. It was literally... God. The username was John and the password was Ada. Great. Dude. That was not fucking clear to me, man. They did not make that shit fucking clear. The note says the password is John Ada. The fucking note, dude. Oh my god. And I'll prove it. Look. You can log in to the system using my name and your name as the password. That means that their two names are the password, dude. So fucking dumb. I actually had to look it up, I'm not gonna lie. I had to cheat because I'm not trying to sit here for fucking 4 hours trying to figure this shit out. God, dude, that's so annoying. That's so fucking annoying, dude. An information management server. Okay, great. I don't know where this item is, this final item. No, I actually had to look it up, and I'm so fucking annoyed. We would have been just fine if it was clearer. But the game literally told us the password to the computer was John Ada. Not that the username was John and Ada was the password. I guess I should have tried that, but when the game explicitly tells you something... Fuck it, dude. Whatever, man. What are we carrying right now? Go back and put the bullets away. I have a feeling we're going to be facing a Crimson Head at some point. Just because it mentioned it before. Oh, I ate way too much pizza earlier and it is not sitting okay with me. Like my big ass fucking dude, I ordered a pizza after work. Picked it up. I ate 6 pieces. I took a nap. I got back up. Right? Took my Lexapro. And I ate 2 more pieces. I wasn't even hungry. I hate myself sometimes, bro. I literally was not even hungry, man. I literally was not even hungry. Another disc. We got 3 of these things. Cinetaropa? Okay. Whatever that is. A passcode entry terminal. Use it. Why did I look for my thing? I was right here. Arrow. They didn't have room for the extra R. I wrote down 5691 from something a long time ago. Shotgun shells. And inventory is full. Yeah, I'm kind of tilted about that puzzle. That was stupid. That was just dumb. Man angrily shakes fist at screen. Alright. Whatever, just put these in here. I'm gonna grab the shotgun. We have so much ammo for it. I like my inventory a certain way, okay? Don't question me. How dare you? We have so much ammo for this thing. 57 shots, bro. I'm not even sure if we tried that we could actually use all this on actual enemies. Let's use it. Okay. All right. Security protocols. Level 1. Heliport for executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Basement Level 1. Passage to heliport entry is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant, researcher, or the chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on sight. Elevator / the elevator stops during emergencies. Basement Level 2. Visual data room / for use by the Special Research Division only. All other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Basement Level 3, Prison / Sanitation Division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker, must be present if viral use is authorized. So yes, my earlier thing was correct. Fucking Wesker is already corrupted. Wesker's already on umbrella payroll. Triple lock door entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all of the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. Oh my god. Power room. This room, nitro compound is used as the primary fuel source of power. Access is limited to the headquarters supervisors. This restriction may not apply to consultant researchers. Special authorization. Passcode output terminals. Use and access of the output terminals is limited to authorized senior researchers. Basement Level 4. Regarding the progress of Tyrant after the administration of T-Virus. Illegible hereafter. Thank God. Bro, this game honestly kind of keeps going, and it feels like it's dragging on a little bit right now. I'm not gonna tell a lie. The pacing of the game's gotten a little bit boring. Is there a door or some shit over here? Like, I can't... Something necessary in here, I think, but... The film has been set into place. View it. Umbrella. Bioorganic Weapon Official Report. Okay. MA-39 Cerberus. FI-03 Neptune. MA-121 Hunter. T-002 Tyrant. Okay, we have not encountered that thing yet. Oh, look, it's Wesker. Bioorganic Weapons Research Group Development Staff. What's this? Write it down. 834. Yeah, it's a 3, right? 1 7 0 6 2 3. Uh-huh. Yeah, what the fuck do we do with that number, dude? I guess so, sure. 8 3 4 1 7. Alright. I don't know. Maybe the numbers that aren't kind of scratched out? 8170? I don't know, dude. I'm grasping at straws. Oh, there's no 0. Okay. Alright, arrow. Fuck off. Well, shit. Now what, dude? I doubt we can input this. This is a barcode. The game kind of feels like it's dragging on, and there's more levels to this. These other doors over here were not accessible, right? If you can just release the locks on the levers. Ah, how the fuck do I do that, man? Nothing else in there for us. We have no reason to go in here now. I feel kind of frustrated. As weird as it sounds, I wish that there were more bosses in this game, man. It feels like 99% of the game is just kind of like us running around like this. It's locked. Symbol resembling a power area is on the lock. And the other one said the same thing. The other door said the same thing. Can you keep... God, dude. That so quickly gets on my nerves. I don't know why. I should be a more patient person, but I'm not. Okay. There's some other item or something in here, but I don't see it. Gotta do this every time, huh? Bro, I made an assumption. I assumed that it would be locked like the other one, dude. Oh my god. Oh, that is so stupid. Oh, that is so stupid, man. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, we unlocked something. Maybe those levers from before? We're getting somewhere. I don't know where, but we're getting somewhere. Okay, that unlocked. God. Okay, what do we got? More magnum bullets. Alright. More save ribbons. And a fucking life preserver? What the hell is that? Slide cartridge? The skeletal structure is not quite human. I don't... Get up, fool. I know you're not dead, man. What is this shit? Slide cartridge. Red colored slides inside, nothing's on it. Alright. Ah. Well, there's our three, seems to be something behind this sturdy door. Yeah, that seems intelligent to just open that shit. It looks radioactive or something, man. Okay, well, our inventory's full again, so we gotta go back to the freaking box. Alright. That guy's probably gonna be a crimson head when we return. Okay, well, we made progress. I'm kind of pissed off that I kind of bamboozled myself with the two, not even two, with the puzzle there, and then, I don't know, confusing myself or something. I didn't try to just like click on that thing. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, I think I'm gonna save actually, because it's been a minute, and I don't want to do any of this bull-ish again. But a save, and then we'll go look at that slideshow. I'm very curious about what it's gonna say. Well, I had my definite suspicions before. Although, to be fair, about Wesker, I mean, to be fair, my suspicions were entirely based around the fact that I know that Wesker becomes a villain in later games, and not really anything that he's done wrong that we know of for certain so far. Let's see what's on the slideshow. There's probably going to be some useful information on it. And then we'll go use those discs. Imagine you come here. Would it even be possible to come here without having all the discs yet? Because I don't even remember where we got that other disc from, dude. Was it from the Spencer office? I don't remember, man. Umbrella, bioorganic weapon official report. Oh. 8462. Okay, bet. Bet that. Go over here. 8462. What's this? The laboratory key? Okay. Some sort of image editing equipment. It looks like you can use it to view Kenneth's film. View the film? Yes. Movie night.
What? Get away from me! No! Hey! No!
Pathetic. Pathetic. I mean, rest in peace to Kenneth. But, well, I'm sorry. But these guys are supposed to be special forces. Okay, they call themselves a Special Tactics. It's in the name. Special Tactics and Rescue Service. They call themselves Special Forces. But they're just the Special Ed Forces because these guys are just completely incompetent. I think it's only because of plot armor. and stuff like that, that any member of STARS was able to survive this. Without Chris and his plot armor, everybody would be dead. Everybody would be dead. We had the opportunity to save Richard. We had the opportunity to save Dick, old Dick. Right? Actually, you know what? I'm not going to go back to the box. Because we're going to use up those discs soon. And then we'll have the inventory open again. We could have saved him a long time ago when I first played this game. I'm pretty sure that I saved him. So, you know, 1 for 2 on that, I guess. And then you have the opportunity to save Rebecca. Actually, the only reason Chris lived was because you play as Rebecca for a minute and you make that poison or whatever, actually. So... Still, it seemed kind of sad that a group of Special Forces soldiers got absolutely washed like this. Not a crimson cock, huh? That's good. Beep 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 beep. Transmitting the passcode seems to have unlocked something. What? What? What's this? Facts. To Sanitation Division. Attention, Manager of Sanitation from Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party is strictly forbidden by the sender. After reading the contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately. We expect significant increase in damage done by the recent T-virus's outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern. More than half of the researchers have been infected by the T-virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all of the survivors of this accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-virus infection. Second concern, our secret security patrol team. The secret security... I'm sorry, that's so corny, dude. Cornballs, man. Secret security patrol team. Bro, get out of here, man. Has also been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there is a high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success our research results. English. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first. Oh, that guy transformed? You can tell when they turn into Crimson Heads when they their outfits change. Alright, something got unlocked. Now we gotta go every single time and lift the lever and go back and shit. Meh. Okay. Fucking what? Okay, let's see if we can open this shit. Warning. Fuel may explode if shaken or jarred. It looks like a refueling device. I see. So these other two discs are useless? There's no way. Right? No way. It's locked. Huh? What? Okay, well. Then I guess there's must be two other computers that we have to use a disk at. Alright, fuck off then. I didn't see anywhere in the morgue to use a disk either. So let's go. Let's look anyway. This is a deeply involved puzzle, dude. Like, holy shit. No, there's nowhere to use a disk here. Yeah. Fuck, man. Now I don't know what to do again. These open somehow? Oh. Okay. Dude, I am not on my game. Holy shit. Another elevator. It's rusted shut. Didn't this outbreak, like, just happen? How is this place in such horrific disrepair? Okay. Oh, cool. These assholes remind me of those bugs from Resident Evil 5. You know the ones I'm talking about? When you kill them, you get those jewels. Except these ones look less evolved or something. Oh, cool. A big area. Let's go back. I want to explore this other area fully. This literally is like those bugs from RE5. A fire is blazing steadily. Could this be some kind of furnace? Sure, it could, yeah. What's this? Warning, fuel may explode if shaken or jarred. Extremely sensitive to shock. A refueling device for the power room. It's not working right now because there's no fuel. There's an empty capsule. Okie doke. to eliminate this vermin. I think they're respawning though, so I don't know. These things literally are like those things from RE5. Okay, well, let's go save. There's another area in here to explore too. Take a look around in here first. Then we'll go and we'll save. Oh, safe room right here. Bet. You can't carry any more items. You can't carry any more items. We might be able to get rid of this lab key real fast if we go out here again. And then open up that other door, perhaps. Because they both said the same thing previously. Okay, cool. Put the discs away until we find more computers to use them with. Okay. Anything else in here? Yeah? Oh. What's that? Oh, magnum ammo? Okay, cool. Alright. Where's the... Sure, do it. Alright. Okay. Got a lot of magnum rounds as well. I want to use it. Alright. Let's go and try not to get blown to Kingdom Come. You know what was really cool? I didn't think that I did well on my second midterm, but I actually did, and I passed. I know you don't care, but I sure do. Man. Usually my feelings on exams are pretty accurate. Like if I feel like I didn't do well, then I didn't. If I did, then I did. Usually. I think I got lucky this time. Why are we climbing? Shotgun shells, okay. Is that all in here? No? Oh, got more ammo on the shelf right there? No, it's a box. Just a box. Okay, whatever. Christopher? How do you miss twice? Juicy. Try aiming downwards. The operating table is covered in blood. Doesn't look like it came from surgery though. Oh no. Okay, then what the hell is in here? Nothing, evidently. You. Okay. Alright, well, we gotta go back and get another disc. All guten Tag. All gut. You know, I do have my complaints about this game. And, I can forgive, like, the old school style of, like, this top-down kind of view thing where the perspective is constantly shifting and stuff like that, and it's frustrating to me because I constantly find myself, like, switching and, like, I'll be running down a corridor and then, like, he'll just be, like, you know, this over and over and over again because the perspective is changing and the input changes too. But I can forgive that because it's an old game. It's like this game is 30 years old now, right? The other stuff, like the story being kind of weak, non-existent, you know, it's not. I do wish that it had a stronger story. I've never played the original Resident Evil 2. And I'm not sure that I want to, just because I've played the remake on my own a bunch. But I felt like the story in that game was stronger, and I think Resident Evil 2... When did Resident Evil 2 come out? ...1998. So it's only 2 years after this. So I don't think that you can excuse the lack of a story just based on how old the game is. But the other things I don't like about it, I don't know. I think maybe a little bit of pacing issues in terms of... Oh, I didn't grab the... tragic. I almost didn't grab the disc because I was yapping. There's like a little bit of pacing issues. I kind of wish that there were more bosses just to break up the pacing of the game. Because it does kind of feel like we're just running around like this and solving puzzles and everything 99.9% of the time. And the bosses are really easy. We're not playing on easy, we're playing on normal. And it's normal, to be 100% fair. We're not playing on hard. But the bosses are really easy. Like, the snake was really easy. We defeated it how many times? Twice? Or is it 3 times? Super easy. We gotta push it again. Did Wesker come in here and move the shelf back? But, and honestly, the game feels like it's a little long, almost for no reason. Look, I'm not here to glaze the game, guys, like, you know, I'm not here to glaze the game. It's a classic game, and, you know, oh, we can push this one too? Oh, okay, bet. It's a classic game that spawned a whole genre and a lot of really good games after it. A couple really bad ones as well, but, you know, a lot of really good ones too. But I'm not gonna glaze the game just because of that, you know? But, having said that, those I think are my main issues with the game. And, everything else is actually really fun. It's kind of taking me by surprise. My memory's kind of faulty. You ever find that, like, we didn't need to come back here, did we? That you're not really sure whether you remember something for sure, or you're just making it up. It was like, now playing the game again. Like, I know that I played the game when I was a kid. But it's like, where do we need to go? Oh, we need to go back and get fuel from here. And I have these memories of certain things that I would have thought would have already come to pass. So it's weird. I really have no idea how far I've gotten. I'm almost certain, though, that I remember whatever, the stairwell coming down here. Where is it? Show laboratory altar. The altar. I'm almost positive I remember that. I don't remember fighting with Wesker there though. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird. So I must have gotten pretty far. You know, decently. But I really don't remember what the end of the game is. You ain't dead. Oh, his blood is seeping out. One magnum shot takes out a crimson head. Okay. The main ingredient of this fuel appears to be nitro compound. Running could result in a fatal explosion. Okay. Roger that. I'm glad that it told us what not to do. I mean, it told us that shocks or whatever could be bad. But I assumed that like getting knocked down or getting hit would be what we had to avoid, not just running. But good to know. This way, right? Nope. Slow and steady. me. My fucking god. I hate, it might be a nitpick, but I hate how sometimes the game wants you to interact with the object, and then it'll be like this, set the capsule into place, but almost every other time, you can't do that, and it'll just be like, I wonder if there's something you could put in here, and you have to like go into your inventory and select use. Like, make up your mind what you want the player to do. Fuel seems to be supplied to the power room. Okay. Great. I'm glad of that. Well, there's the last thing. Any more? Bitch. What do we got here? The lab's self-destruct mechanism is huge. Okay, I can't. Alright. Okay. Wait, there's an item in here? Where? Where? Oh, just that. Okay. Alright, well, let's go all the way back to our box and grab the final disc. I do appreciate in this game, and once you kill an enemy, it's dead. Like, they don't respawn enemies. I like that. Adds a little bit of realism. Okay. Let's grab this final disc. Running a little bit low on the old Magnum. Not low, I guess, but... This area is easy. I don't know how hard these bugs hit, because we haven't been hit yet. But, not really concerned about it, honestly. so glad that we went and explored and did everything else in the game before this. We have all the items and stuff that we need already. That's nice. Boom. Beep 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 beep. That'd be it. Where does the story even go? I don't even know. I think I know. Are we gonna go in there and then fucking like Wesker or some shit's gonna somehow be in there, dude? Let's grab a heal item just in case when we go in there there's some bullshittery. You know, let's grab a first aid spray. Let's grab a first aid spray and a save, actually. I don't want to mess around, bro. It's not difficult, but we've got a lot done. You know, I don't want to have to do this all over again. It would be absolutely painful to have to do all this all over again, man. I think we last saved like 20 minutes ago or 25. I don't even know how long ago. If you don't know how long ago you saved, you should save. You know. Okay. I know the episode, you know, we're an hour and a half in, but I want to keep going. You know, is that okay? Can I keep playing the game? All right. Pull that lever, boy. Alright. Where does this go? Jill.
Chris?
Jill.
Chris? Wesker's the...
I know. I can't open it. Just wait, I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's where Jill is at. We gotta somehow find a cell key. I don't know. What do we do now? Try to activate this. Then run and get her and try to leave? I don't know. There was a computer in there. Let's see if we can activate it. What other leads do we have? The elevator? It doesn't seem to be getting any power. How could it not be getting... Alright. Clearly, there's something we need to do with the power still. So... let's see if we can figure that out. Fuel seems to be supplied. Okay, yeah, that's good and great, I think. I don't see anything to activate. Seems like there's something else in this other room that we need to do. Wait, this is still red even though we put the disc in. Okay, so what now? Oh, an item on the ground. Okay. I mean, flash grenade's great, but I'd rather make story progress. Oh, here we go. There's no power to the main elevator. Start it up? Yes. I was waiting for more enemies to show up and they didn't. I'm a little disappointed. A little disappointed. Alright. Let's step out into the unknown once again. Who knows where this elevator goes, but we're going to find out in about 2 seconds.
Chris!
Rebecca!
I saw you in the inner garden. I finally caught up.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. No more following. Just stay with me, kid.
That's my plan, sir.
Riding on our coattails as always. In this case, it's okay that she's here because we paved the way. But like, going into an area where we fought tooth and nail to try to unlock it and solve puzzles and wipe out hordes of enemies just to go into a restricted area and find her there or something like that doesn't make any fucking sense. It now makes sense for Wesker, actually, because Wesker is one of them, and you know, it makes sense that he's got some sort of access, you know, all inclusive access to this whole shit. All right, let's rock. Oh, that's... what the hell? Hi, Wesky.
Wesker.
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks. Since when, Wesker?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
A long time.
I think you're a bit confused. I've always been with Umbrella. And
Always.
stars were Umbrella's. No, rather, my little piggies. The Tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place, and unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of Stars.
You killed them with your own dirty hands! You son of a bitch!
No.
Oh yes, dear. Just like this.
Becca!
Don't move!
You...
I don't think you want to die just yet. I have something that's of some interest to you.
Oh, a tyrant. Looks like a less evolved version of the ones we fight in Resident Evil 2 and 9. It's got the weak heart thing. It looks like a nemesis though, doesn't it? Doesn't that look more like a nemesis? With the face and shit?
The ultimate life form.
When he turned his face, when he turned like that, that's when you attack him. He's not looking at you.
Wesker,
His back is to you.
you've become senile.
Chris, you'll never understand. It's magnificent.
Wesker!
He must have already been on the virus or whatever to survive that. Or he's a clone.
Come on, you test tube freak!
Well, of course I don't have my Magnum now. God, this perspective is ass. I can't fucking see. That's awesome. Click. Target the enemy, Chris. He's dead, actually. Fucking asshole. What a pathetic way to die. He's holding something. Observation note. A discovery of the G-virus. Wait, I gotta do. Try to do a Wesker. Cred. Cred. Fuck. Chris. I can't do it. The discovery of the G-virus was in fact 21 years after the administration of the primogenitor? What? I thought it was progenitor virus. I thought it was progenitor virus. Primogenitor virus. The prototype parasite which we had delivered from a laboratory in France was administered to the sample specimen. The sample specimen took in the parasite without showing any signs of adverse reaction. The lack of any reaction was an unsolved mystery, but now everything is clear to me. Now. The prototype parasite was incubating in the sample specimen's body for 21 years. Then, from that incubating state, the prototype suddenly muted. Evolved may be a more appropriate word to describe it. This observation gave me more insight into my research, though through further modification testing, I was able to derive a method to create the G that surpasses the performance of the T. G-virus, This was the breakthrough that would change the future of the POW's history. I can't wait to see the look on Alexia's annoying face when I finally announce my research. But unfortunately, I'll have to wait a few more years to completely verify my findings. William Birkin. Yeah, wasn't he in wasn't he that slimy guy in Resident Evil 5? Is Rebecca dead?
Rebecca!
Chris.
It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest. There's nothing left for us to do here. Let's get moving.
Okay.
Well, we know Wesker survived somehow. Or that's a clone. He did clone himself a number of times. Oh, we just leave? Alright. What? Okay. Panel user. Oh, okay. Alright, let's go. Okay, now what? We go and break Jill out of prison?
Chris?
What is it?
I found a file in the lab. Apparently, there's still a lot of tyrant virus here. We should blow this whole place up.
Right. The show must go on. I'll leave that up to you, Rebecca.
I'm on it. I'll start the self-destruct system I found a little while ago.
It's not like we're out of this yet. I'll see you on the outside.
Outside.
Okay. How then do we save Jill? How do we save Jill?
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate.
I don't know how long we have,
Deactivating
but we need to go try to find
and
Jill.
releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
God damn it, keep going.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Jill?
Self-destruct system has been activated.
Jill, sorry I made you wait.
I knew you'd come.
Save
Let's get
Jill
out
from
of here.
confinement. W.
And releasing all locks. The self-destruct
Alright, let's go.
system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately.
Come on, Jilliam.
And releasing all locks.
Jilliam. I think we're about to beat the game.
Activated. All personnel must evacuate.
Let's get going!
Deactivating and releasing all locks.
I don't know where to go exactly. Get to the helipad, but I think
Activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately.
this way?
Deactivating
Uh,
all The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate.
I don't know where to fucking go, dude.
Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Hopefully this is the right way.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate.
Maybe go through the mansion and then just like go outside?
Locks.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna grab the Magnum, but whatever.
Self-destruct system has been activated.
Whatever, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna risk it. I'm stressed. I'm anxious.
Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Okay, let's go. Jill?
The self-destruct system has been activated.
Jilliam? Okay,
All
bye.
personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating
Oh.
and releasing all locks.
What are we doing then?
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All
Gonna find another
personnel
tyrant,
must
probably.
evacuate immediately.
Or 3 or 4.
And releasing all locks.
Should have grabbed more.
The self-destruct system has been
What?
activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating.
There was a singular green herb.
All locks.
Alright, it'll have to do.
This is Brad. Running out of fuel.
Self-destruct
This is
system
your
has
last
been
chance. If there's anyone alive, give me
Don't
a
stop,
sign.
keep going.
I repeat, this is your last chance.
activating and releasing all locks.
Run, Forrest!
Self-destruct system has been
What's that?
activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately.
The fuse unit? What the devil is that?
Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Assembling many large fuses rated for high currents of electricity.
The
Okay,
self-destruct system
I guess
has
that's
been
good.
activated.
probably.
All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. 3 minutes to detonation.
The self-destruct system's activated.
Good work.
Yeah,
Brad's
we
up in the
know.
helicopter.
Those things are coming.
Good.
I'll take care of them.
But,
Chris, you just get in contact with Brad somehow.
okay.
Warning. Shit. 3 minutes real time. Here we go. Fuck. What the hell is this? The signal rockets? Okay. What the hell do I do with them? Use them, I guess?
Chris!
You okay?
Yeah.
What's up, brah? Jesus. Yeah, just stand there and get fucking molested. Oh. That was... Shit. Fucking A, man. I love how you can't move when you're reloading. That's fun. Can't see the enemy. Whatever, dude.
Chris, use it! Kill it, whatever it is!
A quad launcher? Fuck yeah, I'll take it. Hell yeah. Eat shit and die. You demand, Chris. Finish the game with Chris. Nightmare ends. Finish the game saving Rebecca and Jill using Chris. Man. Boom. And somehow Wesker survived all that shit. Oh, how cute. Resident Evil. See, there's Barry right there. But we never saw Barry. We did everything in the game. At least to my knowledge. We did everything. And I don't know if Barry's thing was removed from Resident Evil Remastered, but I remember for sure I have a memory of Barry from when I played this the first time. And here you can, I don't know, maybe, wait a second, I just thought, maybe you only encounter Barry if you play as Jill. Who the fuck is that? Who are some of these characters, dude? Damn, okay. So it seems like you get a different experience if you play as Jill. Or... I don't even know. Barry was using a flamethrower there? Yeah, that's showing gameplay as Jill, I think. But Barry's there. I'm you must be able to play as him. Shinji Mikami. He's still alive, isn't he? Presented by Capcom.
Chris, you did a fine job.
Oh, did I? Like taking candy from a baby? What does that say? Finish the game on very easy difficulty or higher. Easy or higher. We mean easy or higher. We beat it on normal though. Alright, whatever. 102 creatures killed, 29 ink ribbons used, 24 health items used, 387 ammo used, 12 hours and 55 minutes. You got the closet key. Great. Cleared data. All right. Once again. Yeah, I'm not going to be playing the game again. I don't remember beating the game before. I don't remember that ending. It seems like maybe I got decently far and then just kind of gave up. I definitely remember. I must have played as Jill when I first played the game. Because I definitely remember Barry. And this whole time I was like thinking of Barry. And I was like, well, I remember Barry, but I'm not going to spoil it because I thought I remembered him dying or something. But, all right, so that's the end of the game, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to get into kind of my review now. I've already talked about some of the elements of it and what I thought about it and stuff like that. If you don't want to hear it, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Appreciate you regardless. As far as my thoughts, what am I going to give the game? Like I said, I'm gonna give it a little bit of grace because
Resident Evil.
A new costume has been unlocked. What? Look at this clown. No fucking way, dude. That is funny. I would play as Jill. Jill Valentine. I'm gonna give the game a little bit of grace because, you know, it's an old game.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared.
This sounds like it's the same. Enter the survival horror.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself.
Ah.
We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no! You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp.
She's got a gold pistol.
A dining room.
And a pistol already in her holster. No way they got jiggle physics. That's... That's crazy. All right. Ooh, it's red because we're playing on hard. That's crazy. Jiggle physics? Why, dude? There's no way the original game had jiggle physics. That's crazy. So, gonna give the game a little bit of a higher rating for that. No, but in all seriousness, that's kind of crazy. That's messing with my memory. How did the game start like before as Chris? it was Chris, Jill, and Wesker, wasn't it? Or was it Rebecca? And we tried to find Jill. No, I think Jill was there. I don't know, dude. That's why I was remembering Barry, though. That's weird. So the game is just slightly different, depending on the character you play. I mean, it makes sense. That's kind of cool. And a surprising amount of depth. I don't know why I keep saying that. There's like so many games, I don't know, it feels like from this time period that have a lot of depth to them. You know, like this game, Diablo 2, Diablo 1, I guess, right? Diablo 1, wasn't that like 1994, 5 or 6 or something? I couldn't get into that game, but in terms of like rating, I'm gonna forgive it the perspective thing. I'm gonna do that because it's an old game. That's kind of the style of that time. You know, they were limited in how they how they could do it, right? And I actually heard, I don't know how true this is, that they wanted to make Resident Evil first person to begin with, but they had like technical limitations and they couldn't. I'm not sure how true that is, but kind of interesting if it is. But why they didn't then do it afterwards? Because they certainly had the technical capabilities to do it afterwards. Probably just because the game had seen so much success as a certain type, and they kept it that way. But you know what happened. But anyway, if I were to factor that in, I think it would, from a modern perspective, it would definitely bring the game down because it's kind of frustrating, as I've talked about before. But I'm not going to do that. The story, like I mentioned before, it's pretty light. It's pretty light. If you're not paying attention, if you're not paying close attention, if you're not exploring the deep recesses of the game and picking up all the items and picking up all the lore pages and everything like that and reading everything, you're not gonna pick up the little pieces here and there. But there's precious little to pick up. It's kind of like a Dark Souls game in that way, where you kind of have to plumb the depths of the universe in order to just get scraps of what the hell is going on. And even then, it's like so archaic, not archaic, but like so, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it's just very little to go on. I think that Japanese games kind of tend to do that, whether it's Resident Evil or Dark Souls or Metal Gear Solid or Silent Hill. They love a game where it's very, very open to your own interpretation. And they really want you to come to your own conclusion, which in my opinion can sometimes backfire. Like Silent Hill, I like Silent Hill 2 and I like Silent Hill F. Those are the two that I've played. But they're almost too vague. They're too vague in a lot of ways. I want the game to be a little bit more grounded, where I have a little bit more to grasp on. But in this case, Resident Evil is a little bit more grounded in that way. I think that it's just there's just not a whole lot to it. So the story, there's not a lot to it. But the game itself is way deeper than I imagined. I didn't think that this was going to be a 13-hour playthrough. I literally thought, I don't even know what episode this is that we're on right now. Looks like 8, I think. Yeah. 8 episodes. I didn't expect that this would take that long, and that's... Again, I don't know where I'm getting that conception from, but the game had a lot of depth to it in terms of environments, in terms of weapons, actually. You had, which the Magnum was not available until like the final, it feels like 3-4 hours of the game or whatever it is. But pistol, shotgun, we got to use a flamethrower for a little bit. Actually, because the pistol is useless, there's really actually not that much in variety of weapons. You can only use the daggers and the grenades as defensive items. But great enemy variety. Giant spiders, to hell with those things. Giant snakes, the little spiders. The zombies themselves, there wasn't a lot of variety. You had 2 different varieties. You had regular zombie and Crimson Head. But you had, in the very end, we fought 2 tyrants. There were those bug creatures. The dogs, the Cerberus dogs, right? There were the crows. There was a good amount of enemy variety. And what else? I can't really speak on the graphics. I think that for a 1996 game, they did a good job remastering it. It looks fine to me, but graphics aren't. I used to be a graphics whore when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. But like anymore, graphics. I think maturing is realizing that graphics don't really matter as much as you think that they do. I like a good graphically sexy game. Don't get me wrong, but if the trade-off is between graphics and gameplay or story, sacrifice the graphics all day, every day. Like something like Amnesia: The Bunker, it's not the prettiest game to look at. It's not ugly, but it's not, the prettiest game. It's not, Crisis 3 or something like that, right? It's not Red Dead or The Witcher or something like that. But the story is great and the gameplay is fantastic, and that's what matters. And so the graphics don't much matter to me. I thought that the sound design, it's very basic, but what they have works fine, works well enough. I never felt like I was deceived by the sounds that I was hearing, and can't say that for a lot of games. I think a lot of games, they try to have 3D audio or HRTF or whatever, head related transfer function or whatever the hell it stands for, where they try to simulate 3D audio in real space or whatever. But a lot of times it feels like it doesn't really work. Just straight stereo audio like this feels like it works better, usually. We can't really talk about the quality of the dialogue. It was straight corn in comparison to what we have today, because back in the day they didn't have sessions where all the actors would get together and go off of each other, so you had everybody recording their lines independently of each other, and that's why it kind of comes off as extremely wooden the way that it does. So it's just a different time. You gotta give something like this leeway for what it was. So that's all I can really think about right now. I think, having said all that, for me right now, what I'm feeling is the game's an 8 out of 10. I think it's a great game. It is. The game kind of drags on a little bit, and the other things that I said, but I think overall it's a great game. I'm giving it a lot of love also, just based on the fact that this is Resident Evil. Not just the franchise as a whole. Resident Evil 1, right? This game spawned Resident Evil 4 and 5. 2 of my favorite games of all time. And so I got to give it that. I think that I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it more than 6. I enjoyed it more than 3. I only played the remake of 3. I'm going to play the original of 3, I think, because I enjoyed 3 until I realized how much they took out of it, and that pissed me off. It just kind of felt like an expensive cash grab, in my humble opinion. Like, how are you going to remove that much content, right? So, It's not better than 5. It's not better than 4. It's better than 6. It's better than 3. 2 is goated. You know, I never played the original, but the remake is awesome. It's not better than 2. In my opinion, overall, Resident Evil as a franchise is really good. Didn't play Code Veronica. I haven't played Revelations 1 or 2. As far as 7, 8, and 9, I enjoyed this more than 7. I don't know. I actually think I enjoyed it more than 7, even though like the perspective changes and shit like that were genuinely irritating to me. It's just a better game. It's just a better game. A lot of people glaze 7. I just didn't enjoy it that much. I don't know. The all first person thing, I enjoy Resident Evil as a third person game better. That's my personal opinion. A lot of people love 7 because it's first person. Ethan as a protagonist is just not good. 8 is better than 7, and 9 is better than 8 because you have Leon, right? Grace is a good protag also. And I like the blend of first person with third person. Ethan did not resonate with me at all. You can't connect with him. He's just a blob. He's just meat, right? You're just controlling a guy. And the first hour of Resident Evil 7 is fucking nuts. You get your arm cut off by Mia, and the whole thing with the Baker family and everything. I just didn't feel as compelled. The environments were not as varied, not as interesting. It's my opinion. I like the third person action better. So, but I think that I enjoyed 8 and 9. 8, 9, 5, 4, and 2 better than this game. But I enjoyed this game better. Just to recap, I liked this game better than 3 and 7. So, but the gap in 6. 7 doesn't suck. But for me, it's like a 7.5 game. It doesn't suck. But it's not amazing either. So you go like 7 at 7.5, and then 3 is probably like a 6 because of how low it was, or how short it was, how much content that they removed, and how much I felt ripped off by how much I paid for it. I think I paid like $40 for like a 3-hour game. It's a fucking ripoff. And then you have 6, which is like, I think I gave it a 4 out of 10, and I think that's fucking generous. So the gap is huge because I like Resident Evil a lot as a series. Okay, that's my opinion. I'm giving Resident Evil an 8 out of 10, and I'm glad that I played it. It was kind of a mind screw, playing it. Not sure which memories are real. How far did I get? How far did I not get? It seems like almost like a case of God of War 4, where I got very close to the end and just didn't beat the game. With God of War, I literally, I can't fucking believe it, dude. This is not related to Resident Evil. This is a complete tangent. But I had resolved, like, I played that, and then for like 2 years, I was like, oh, I should go back and beat that. Finally, I did. During the pandemic, all that I had to do was take the ashes to the top of the mountain from that big mural thing. 8 minutes. I remember 8 minutes it took me to finish the rest of the game. So I don't think that's what happened here, but it makes me think of that. Anyway, 8 out of 10. Great game. Incredible game in terms of like what it spawned. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the series, if you enjoyed one iota of it, maybe consider liking and subscribing and all that other cringe stuff that YouTubers ask you to do. And Stay tuned for more Resident Evil because ever since 9 came out, I've been in a huge Resident Evil mood. We're playing eventually 3. I'm going to try to find Code Veronica somewhere. We're going to play Revelations 1 and 2. It's a Resident Evil year. The residents are evil, and we got to do something about it. All right? See you next time.